Book now at Vrbo.com.
Oh, you better hit on some dudes. You better not bring boys to this organization. You better hit on grown men that can make plays for your team if these traits are going to work for the New York Jets.
In particular, the type of player that I'm targeting at the collegiate level are guys who has won. Like if you are extreme winners at the collegiate level, I'm looking to draft you and put you in a New York Jets uniform. I really am, Freddie, because I want everyone else to have that mindset that you guys have. And something else that I think is sneaky swept under the rug within all these trades in the New York Jets organization, they also get two receivers in the trades that they've made. A.D. Mitchell to pair him up with Garrett Wilson, and also John Mechie III to pair him up with A.D. Mitchell and Garrett Wilson as well. So secretly, you got two receivers to complement whatever quarterback that you're going to draft, whether that's the 2026 NFL draft or the 2027 NFL draft. We know a quarterback is going to be taken in one of those drafts. We know that for a fact. But you now have three wide receivers to be able to get the job done and assist your quarterback and win one-on-one and be key contributors to their pass game moving forward. Sometimes, y'all, you can't sit here and dwell on things that you have right in front of you when you know things should be better.
Sure.
And sometimes you have to get rid of certain things. You got to sacrifice a little to gain a lot. And I believe that's exactly what the New York Jets organization, what they're doing right now, Freddie.
As Stephen Colbert likes to say, meanwhile, in Indianapolis, what does this really mean bringing in a Sauce Gardner? To a defense that's pretty good, but now you got a corner. Because in a loaded AFC, you're going to come up against dudes at the wide receiver position no matter who you play, whether it's the Buffalo Bills, whether it's the Kansas City Chiefs, the Los Angeles Chargers, even in your own division. When you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, because they have a guy in Brian Thomas Jr., they got a wide receiver today, Jacoby Myers. That's going to help him. So you need to bring in somebody you believe on the back end could help your football team. But if you're the Colts, all of a sudden you're telling everybody, yeah, we're in it to win it now. Hey, Daniel Jones, woohoo! If you don't like the pressure, get used to it. Because we believe in you. The Colts don't make this trade to help out the defense if they believe the offense wasn't right. And I know people are going to say, well, what happened on Sunday versus the Steelers? If it took you that one game to be a Daniel Jones hater to say, look out, then where were you the other 8 games where he played well? Where were you then? You weren't mouth almighty, tongue everlasting when he was doing his thing for the Colts. But you're going to wait for the one game where everybody didn't play well to raise that? You can miss me with that nonsense. But the Colts are letting Daniel Jones know, we believe in you. We believe in the coach that's coaching Shane Steichen. Don't make us wrong. Don't make us do wrong here, because we brought a guy in the defense that is a stud when he is right, and Sauce Gardner can be right. They're expecting that Daniel Jones and that offense can continue to do the same thing. That was a message that the Colts sent. Not just, hey, we're here in the AFC to stay, but, hey, Daniel Jones, this is how much we believe in you. Don't make fools out of us because we believe in you.
And I love the aggressiveness from general manager, Chris Ballard. You got to go for the gusto right now. If you feel like you have a team that can contend and compete, especially what your offense has done this season, you look at your defensive players. Shavarius Ward is a chess piece in my opinion, because he's on IR right now, and I don't know if it's an IR to return, designated to return, because we know he had a concussion, but if he does come back, that just adds another piece to the puzzle in their secondary. When you look at Cam Bynum, who they brought in free agency over from the Minnesota Vikings, Kenny Moore has been a stellar nickel and slot corner in this league. Mm-hmm. Now you have a Sauce Gardner, a guy that you feel like can win his one-on-one matchup versus whatever wide receiver that you're going against if you're playing against a top dog that day. This is Chris Ballard saying, hey, y'all, we're going for the gusto. We're not going to sit back. We're not going to be passive. We want to win now.
Yeah.
We want to host the Lombardi Trophy.
Sure. Yeah.
We feel like we have all the other components. Let's add another secondary player. They got one in Sauce Gardner, who's been an all-pro, who's one of the best in the league right now. Long arms, can be very aggressive, and I love this move by the Indianapolis Colts.
I wonder if the Colts would have made this trade if Jim Irsay was still alive. And here's why I say this. His daughters have shown, when it comes to Carly Irsay-Gordon, Casey Foyt, and Kaylin Jackson, they are not just owners. They are involved. Many people talk about Carly Irsay-Gordon being on the sidelines, listening to the headsets, not making suggestions, but listening, okay, and then asking questions, okay, what about this play? Why do we do this? Why do we do that? And she's not looking to fire people. She wants to continue to have a better understanding of football. You don't make this kind of move if you don't have new ownership in Indianapolis, in my opinion, because these ladies have shown they are football people, not football women. They don't know football more than men, that they're football people. And they've been able to assess and say, okay, what do we need? We need Sauce Gardner? All right, let's go get him. We're not going to sign off on Daniel Jones just yet. We still want to wait and see. They're taking the right approach, like the Minnesota Vikings did last year with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold got a lot of money from the Seattle Seahawks. The Minnesota Vikings are, look, we got J.J. McCarthy. We don't have to sign Sam Darnold. We believe in J.J. McCarthy because we drafted in the first round. The Colts don't have such a leeway when it comes to quarterback, but those ladies have shown we're not just people that determine football people. We know what we're doing, and we're going to put people in position. They look at Chris Ballard and say, okay, what do we need? We need a defensive back. Then go get that guy, Sauce Gardner. We'll sign off on that. I wonder if Jim Irsay, God rest his soul, would have done the same thing if he was still in charge and still alive, being the Colts owner. Just put it out there.
Guess what? I know who will. Carly Irsay Gordon. Mm-hmm. She will.
She will.
And I love the simple fact that she's just not sitting back and being an owner, being hands-on, learning all the ins and outs, knowing the intangibles, knowing things from a defensive mind, offensive mind, knowing, okay, the receiver didn't run the wrong route here because, he doesn't know his play. It's because it was tagged wrong, and it may have been a coach, it may have been the quarterback. All those little things give you a better understanding as an owner. So now when you're in those meetings, a lot of that talk is not foreign to you. You can chime in, you can tell them, well, no, I don't believe this. This is the way it was called. It was not that young man's fault. Why didn't the play come in clear or the correct way? So I tip my hat off to her as well, but also she's about not her business. She's about her business. She's about her business, Freddie.
And you know this, being a former professional athlete, you always have to know where your money is going.
That's right.
You also have to know what your money is doing. That's what they're invested in. They're like, look, we didn't just have this inherited towards us because our dad bequeathed this to all of us. We're going to be football people. We're going to let football people do their jobs, but we're going to know what our money is doing. We're going to know where our organization is going. And they've been trending up all year long until what happened against Pittsburgh. Hey, it happens. I hate to break this news to people, but there's never been a perfect season in terms of team playing a perfect game in the history of the NFL. I hate to break that to you, what you saw Sunday against the Steelers. How dare Daniel Jones, the coach, look like that? Hey, guess what? How did Patrick Mahomes look on Sunday versus the Kansas City Chiefs against Buffalo?
Not good.
You're not going to be perfect all the time. That doesn't mean that you can't build on the good, and you've been able to do with the Indianapolis Colts. To me, that's what this trade means. Hey, Daniel Jones, we believe in you, but we also believe what we're doing here is the right way to go about things to make sure that we're not just an also-ran or a wait and see. They believe they are here to compete and win in the AFC in Indianapolis.
But it also tells me, though, Freddie, as an organization, when you move correctly and make the right decisions, how things can turn around. Because I do believe General Manager Chris Ballard and head coach Shane Steichen, both of those guys were on the hot seat coming into the season.
Sure.
And remember the quarterback controversy, in the competition between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. They made the right decision to go with Daniel Jones when it might not have been popular at the time. And they have the best record in the NFL at 7-2. Now, I know 3 teams don't have the same record, but when you look at who's at the top of the spectrum, it's the Colts.
Yes.
It's the Colts right now.
Yep. And they've done everything to put themselves in that position. And put it this way, if it doesn't work out with Daniel Jones or they don't believe him after the season, they got a quarterback right in their backyard car, Fernando Mendoza of the Indianapolis Hoosiers, number 2 in the country, who won't have to go far. They need a quarterback in the draft next year if Daniel Jones does not work out and be the believing quarterback that he can be this year.
But guess what?
What?
They can't go get him. They gave up their first-round draft pick to the Jets.
That's true. But hey,
they can't go get him.
Things can happen. You never know. He may fall them in the second or the third round.
That's a great point.
And then all of a sudden, hey, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Say whatever you like to say about the NFL trading deadline. What about this if you're a Colts fan or a Cowboys fan or a Jets fan or whatever fan? Be a part of Freddie Harry Nation by making sure you are heard in the Dr. Pepper call-in line at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season or Freddie Day being back without the delicious taste and ice-cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it is a pepper thing. And I'm going to tell you one NFL player who should be traded today but won't, and it would be a mistake by his team not to do so. That's coming up next on Freddie and Harry and ESPN Radio. But my brother Harry has this word for you from SoFi.
And before I say that, welcome back, Freddie Coleman. Now, SoFi is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. With a SoFi personal loan, you can pull off a debt-defying stunt that'll have your finances back on track, folks. You can save big on interest charges by consolidating all of your high-interest credit card debt into one payment with low, fixed rate, no fees required. Yeah, you heard that right. One low, fixed rate, no fees required. You'll even get as soon as same-day funding between $5,000 and $100,000. Now, that's fast. And you can check your rate in just 60 seconds with no impact to your credit score, so it doesn't hurt to test the waters. Do what was once thought nearly impossible with a SoFi personal loan. Defy high interest debt. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. That's SoFi.com/TRICK. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Coming up on the Wednesday edition of Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and me, Michelle Smallman. The Pats, Steelers, and Broncos all lead their division, just like we expected, right? Not quite, and I'll tell you how we got it all wrong. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets the Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing.
Affordability is the biggest problem in today's car market. New vehicles average nearly $48,000 and most people's wages haven't kept up. That's why some are stuck with 7-year loans just to make the payments work. At D&M Leasing, they solve that problem with the Easy Lease, offering lower monthly payments, no money down, and terms that make sense. Don't overpay. Solve the payment problem and get no payments until 2026. Visit dmautoleasing.com or call 713-290-1000 today.
We make leasing easy at D&M.
The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Crafted with our signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
Todos cuidamos de lo que nos importa. Nuestros hogares, nuestras mascotas, nuestros vehículos. ¿Estás haciendo lo mismo con tu cerebro? Actuar temprano para proteger la salud cerebral podría ayudar a reducir el riesgo de demencia causada por condiciones como la enfermedad de Alzheimer. Los estudios demuestran que hasta el 45% de los casos de demencia podrían prevenirse o retrasarse con el manejo de factores de riesgo que pueden cambiarse. Prioriza tu salud cerebral. Pregúntale a tu médico por tus factores de riesgo y por una evaluación cognitiva. Más información en brainhealthmatters.com/es.
Ready to buy a car, a home, or just want to take control of your money? Your FICO score matters, and 90% of top lenders use it to make decisions. Check your FICO score for free today without hurting your credit score. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app today. MyFICO gives you the score lenders use most, plus credit reports and real-time alerts to help keep you on top of your credit. Visit myfico.com/free and take the mystery out of your FICO score.
Which the kids loved. Everybody had a great time, and we can't wait to go back. Book now at twocreekscrossingresort.com.
John Granado with Robin Orlando from Houston Powder Coaters. Robin, I'm out there and I'm saying, well, what metal do I need powder coated?
We do bicycles, we do wheels, we do bumpers, we do patio furniture, we do antique items such as sewing machine bases. Some people will have light posts in their front